भारत में हुए 18वें G20 शिखर सम्मेलन के ऐतिहासिक आयोजन का साक्षी पूरा विश्व बना। सम्मेलन के भव्य आयोजन और अहम मुद्दों पे आए निर्णयों से भारत और इस सम्मेलन ने इतिहास रच दिया। सम्मेलन में वैश्विक स्तर के मुद्दों पर कुछ अहम चर्चाएं हुई और जिस तरह से भारत के सुझावों पर सभी ने सहमति जताई, उससे भारत विश्व गुरु बनकर उभरा है। कांग्रेस के वरिष्ठ नेता शशि थरूर ने इस सम्मेलन को भारत की कूटनीतिक विजय बताते हुए भारत की अध्यक्षता की सराहना की है।
The Delhi Declaration is undoubtedly a diplomatic triumph for India. It's a good achievement because right until the G20 summit was being convened, the widespread expectation was there would be no agreement and that therefore a joint communique might not be possible. We might have to end up with a chairman's summary. The reason for that in particular, the main reason was the big gulf between those who wanted a condemnation of the Russian war in Ukraine and those like Russia and China who wanted no mention whatsoever of that subject. India was able to find a formula to bridge that gap, and that is a significant diplomatic achievement because when there is a summit without a joint communique, it is always seen as a setback for the chairman. Here, the chairman has pulled off a diplomatic triumph. The overall presidency has been different from previous presidencies, and there are both good and bad elements in it. With the G20 summit itself, we saw two very disappointing developments. One was the complete exclusion of the public interest from the summit. You found, for example, the shutdown of Delhi for 3 days with great difficulties caused to daily wage workers and others who had no income for those days. The attempt to hide poverty rather than to deal with the poor and assist them during this difficult time. This was really disappointing. The second negative in terms of the summit itself was the complete failure to accommodate the opposition. The same spirit of accommodation and conciliation that we saw in achieving the declaration was not extended in the domestic concept and the domestic context to Indians. The leader of the opposition was not invited. The opposition members of parliament were not invited, not even the members of the relevant parliamentary committees dealing with foreign affairs. Nobody was invited to any of the events, the receptions, or the dinner. And the result is that a democracy, a country that called itself the mother of democracy, was showcasing an event from which the democratic opposition was excluded. I thought that was very unfortunate.
हमसे जुड़े रहने के लिए हमारे YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और नई वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन के लिए बेल आइकॉन को दबाएं।